The question that if a woman is someone who is the one for you is actually something that lingers in the mind of so many men who are genuinely searching for lasting connections, deep, meaningful connections. And in a world that is right now filled with so much of surface level connections, situationships, dating apps, where we are spoiled for choices, the question of actually finding the one becomes so much more paralyzing, and we kind of doubt if, it's even realistic to find someone. You might have a lot of options, but there's no other time in history that existed where finding a partner was the most difficult thing. And some men are waiting for the one like a myth, whereas some men try to mold every single woman they meet into the one. But what if the real question is not just about actually finding her? What is the real question is about becoming someone who is worthy of attracting a woman like that? Most of the times when you are actually looking for someone, when you're trying so hard to find a relationship, that is where people actually do not find someone. And most of the times I have even seen people experiencing it, the moment they are truly happy with being single is actually the best time that some person magically just appears in their life and they end up being in a relationship, and some of them I know have even gotten married in this whole process. So, what if it's actually about becoming the man who is ready for receiving a worthy woman into his life? If you're new here, I'm Vesh and I'm a men's relationship coach, and I help men heal their traumas, attachment issues, and wounded masculinity in order for them to pursue meaningful connection with women. I'm also in the process of building a course where I teach men how to actually heal your traumas, your attachment issues, maybe even if you have any abandonment issues that got created in your childhood, and also the psychology of how women function, how a woman's brain functions. How do you show up in a relationship? How can you resolve conflict in a relationship? How do you communicate your needs in a relationship, set boundaries, and even resolve your people pleasing or nice guy habits? Once that course is ready, I will also announce that in the upcoming videos, so stay tuned for that. So, in today's video, I'm going to talk about what are the 5 signs that she might actually be the one, and also how to know if you're actually ready to be in a serious committed relationship. Sign number one is you are not looking to be saved or fixed in a relationship. A lot of men are actually seeking for a partner, seeking for a girlfriend, with the hope of actually filling a void inside them. They are not ready to face the cold side of the bed. They are not ready to face that kind of loneliness that comes with being alone. And they just want someone in their life who can actually make them feel whole, make them feel complete. But this is a trap. When you are in this kind of a mentality where you just want someone, you are going to project your desires onto a woman, even if she is not worthy of being your partner, or even if she's not worthy of being your girlfriend. This is why a lot of men actually end up breaking their heart, because they do not see the real personality of a woman. They actually end up projecting their desires onto a woman, and they don't even see or notice the red flags that she may be showing him in the beginning of the relationship. So before you ask yourself, is she the one? Ask yourself, am I the one? Am I grounded within myself? Am I seeking a relationship to fill a void within me? If so, how can I complete myself? How can I pour that love into myself? How can I become whole as a man? Because it's only when you feel emotionally stable that is when you attract a partner who is emotionally stable as well. If you have underlying anxiety, trauma, things like that, you're going to attract someone who is going to mirror these deep psychological wounds to you, and then you're going to go on a journey of fixing yourself. But why go through so much pain if you can actually work on yourself, resolve that emptiness within you, resolve that void within you, so that you're not seeking someone to complete you, but instead you are seeking someone who is ready to complement you and who is ready to add value into your life. And for this to happen, you also have to see yourself to be someone who is valuable, someone who has a high self esteem, who is confident in himself. Usually, men who are not confident in themselves are the ones who are chasing female validation and who are desperately trying to get into a relationship with someone. Sign number two is you are not in a fixing mentality. You are not even trying to change her. Let's be honest about this. This is the biggest mistake I see men making. They get into a relationship with the hope that, oh, maybe I can save her. Maybe I can save her from her childhood traumas. Maybe I can fix her. Maybe I can show her that love is safe. You are not on an assignment here to actually fix someone. You are not getting into a relationship to do any kind of fixing. You are here so that you can add value into her life, but not build her entire life. Because if you go into this business of fixing a woman, these are the cases where the woman shows up in your life and ends up hurting you because you did not have any boundaries, you did not know what the red flags are, and you actually completely ignored them with the mentality that you can save them and you can show her what love truly means. But after a few months of being in this kind of relationship, you will be the one who ends up getting anxious and you will be thinking things like, I wish she was more affectionate. I wish she was more emotionally available towards me. I wish she cared for me the same way I care for her. But the foundation of the relationship itself was wrong. So if you are showing up with the mentality of changing her or fixing her, that relationship is actually going down the drain and you're going to hurt yourself in the process. Sign number three that you have found the one is that she is not even trying to change you or fix you. Now, just like how some men have the tendency to fix the woman, there are also women with nice girl habits who have the mentality to change you or fix you. In a way, she can also be operating from her masculine energy where she is trying to control you. And this comes due to her unconscious traumas, which she may not even be aware of. It's a good thing to be with a woman who challenges you, who pushes you to be better. But is she pushing you or challenging you with the thought process that she wants you to become a better man? Or is she pushing you with the thought process that she wants to mold you into something that she wants for herself? She wants to change you as a man that's going to please her. Because that is a very selfish desire. Now, that's the main difference between control and alignment from a woman. When she's trying to control you, when she is trying to not give you freedom to live your life the way you want to live, that is when she's trying to change you into a man that she wants in her life. But whereas she is encouraging you to pursue your goals, your passion, your ambition, she's encouraging you to have a life of your own without her as well, without she being overly emotionally dependent on you. That is a sign of a very emotionally intelligent woman that you want to keep by your side. But if you're constantly being pressured or controlled into becoming someone who you're not, that is not partnership. That is purely performance in relationships. Sign number four that you have found the one is that you can fully be honest with her without having any secrets. And this is a very powerful one. You are not hiding yourself. You're not hiding your past. You're not hiding the vision that you have for your future. You're not even hiding anything that you're doing in the present moment with the fear that, oh, how would she react to this if I tell her? In a way, you're not fearing any kind of emotional reaction from her because it's only with women who react in a very unpredictable manner, men tend to hide things from her. But if she's creating a safe space for you to actually be vulnerable, open up about your emotions, that is a sign of a very emotionally intelligent women who are very rare. And I know a lot of times there's a very thin line between how much you should open up to a woman, where how much you should keep certain things to yourself. Now, this whole thing is not about hiding, or this whole thing is not about maintaining secrets. Let's say if you're going through a very difficult time in your life, and it doesn't mean that you show up in front of her crying all the time, because if you continue doing that, she is going to lose respect for you because unconsciously she'll get the thought process that you're someone who cannot even control your emotions. Then, how would you control the life that you have? How can you lead her into a better future if you cannot control even your own emotions? Real love doesn't need perfection, but it operates from a place of integrity. So if you can show up in the relationship without a mask, if you're ready to have uncomfortable conversations, if you're ready to say no to the woman whenever needed, because you want to establish your boundaries, not with the thought process of hurting her, then that's a sign that you are ready to be in a relationship. And if you have a woman in front of you who's ready to communicate that to you in the same way, who also has the emotional integrity and emotional intelligence to communicate what her needs are also in a relationship, then that's a good sign that your relationship can actually sustain itself in the long term. And the fifth sign that you found the one is knowing that the relationship is not a competition. And this is a tricky space that you enter into if you are operating more from your feminine energy, then you will attract a woman who is in her masculine energy. So, women who overwork themselves, who are constantly chasing goals, passions at the cost of their well being, at the cost of their personal life. These are women specifically who are operating a lot from their masculine energy. And this can be because she never had any safe masculine person, maybe a father figure, to even lean on, or she might have gotten hurt previously from other men as well. And in these cases, she can show a tendency of competing with you instead of complimenting you. And this leads to a power struggle within the relationship. Who is earning better? Who has more friends? Who is living a better life? These are the power struggles that actually come into the relationship. And that's not love. That's basically ego firing up within the relationship. A right person is not going to push you to be competitive with her, whereas she is going to invite you to have a collaborative heart and to collaborate into creating a relationship and a partnership that serves you both equally. If she is trying to also put you down in any way, shape, or form, that also means that she is trying to maintain an illusion of control within the relationship. And she is also someone who won't make you feel that you're actually falling behind on your life. And she's not someone who would constantly be criticizing you. Criticizing a man is the worst thing a man can go through because it highly affects his self worth and self esteem, especially when he does not have a strong foundation and a solid foundation for having good self confidence and self worth by himself. But the same is applicable on the other side too. You cannot put her down for her accomplishments. You cannot feel jealous of what she is achieving in her life if she is just living from the place of truth and if she is taking care of herself. You cannot try to control her or you cannot try to dim her light as well, because a lot of men also do this with women. You also need to honor her rhythm, her gifts, and her brilliance, and hold space for her to bloom in her life as well. So it's a mutual thing. That's where a healthy partnership is born, and that is where healthy polarity is restored within the relationship. So it's not just about finding the one. How do you know if someone is the one for you? When you know that you are also ready to be the person to show up in a relationship. Because trust me, when you work on yourself, when you heal yourself, you will naturally attract a woman who is also healed. Two people who are on the same frequency always end up attracting each other. If you have unresolved traumas within you, you are going to attract someone who is going to trigger you so that you can heal yourself. Because at the end of the day, relationships are nothing but a mirror where our healing occurs. But at the same time, you can heal all by yourself, you can do whatever you want by yourself. But again, when you get into a relationship, even if it's a healthy one, there are going to be triggers that might pop up. But at that time, you would have better tools to handle these triggers. Now, if you want to get coached by me when it comes to healing your traumas and your attachment issues like anxious attachment or avoidant attachment, you can reach out to me through Instagram and the link I have mentioned in the description box below. So it all starts from you, your truth, your integrity, your wholeness. Because when you are whole, you are not projecting anything onto a woman in front of you. You're actually seeing her for who she is as a woman. And from here, you can make a better informed choice to decide if she is someone who is going to add value into your life or if she is going to be someone who actually brings chaos into your life. Because you are emotionally mature enough to understand the value a person can add into your life or if they're not going to add value into your life. She might not be perfect, but if she is ready to see the man within you, if she's ready to look into you with truth, she's ready to support you, she invites you to become a better version of yourself, then that's also a very good sign that you are actually dealing with an emotionally mature woman who you can actually build a long lasting relationship or connection with. And at the same time, if she is someone who doesn't need to be the one for you, if she is also not operating from such a wounded place, that means she's probably the one for you. So I hope this episode was insightful, and I will see you guys in the next one.